Welcome to the Activated Story Theater's 114th podcast.
This episode we bring you The Four Dragons, a story from China.
Hi, I'm Dennis.
And I'm Kimberly.
And together we are the Activated Actors.
We are coming to you from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where, ironically enough, we have been fighting dragons.
Yes.
I did. We got to fight a dragon.
We got to keep our wands.
We have been having some fun here on the beach in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and there's a place...
But not playing in the water.
No, but we were out at a boardwalk where there's all kinds of interesting shops and fun things to do. And before I tell you about the dragon we got to fight, I just want to point out that Myrtle Beach, it seems to me to be miniature golf capital of the U.S.
I think it is, maybe, either Myrtle Beach or Wisconsin Dells.
I'm pretty sure Myrtle Beach would.
I think you're right.
Because we're just driving down 17 here, just one miniature golf after another, and they're all outdoing each other. Fantastic. I would have loved to spend some more time playing miniature golf. But anyway, let's tell them about the dragon.
The dragon. Well, we went to a place called Magic Quest, and Magic Quest is an interactive adventure where you go and you get your wand, and it's an electronic wand. Very cool looking wand.
Very cool wand. And the great thing is you get to keep your wand.
Yes.
I thought that was so cool.
You get to keep it, and if you ever go back or go to one of their other locations, they have many locations.
They have all over the place.
They even have a couple in Japan, even.
Yes, and Wisconsin Dells, and where else? Lots of places have Magic Quest. There are a few scattered across the country, we'll say, have Magic Quest. Some of them you'll find at a Great Wolf Lodge. And by the way, Magic Quest is not paying us to say any of this. We just really had fun there. So anyway, we picked up a wand, and then we got character names, and you go into the attraction.
My character name is Zizix.
Mine was Expialidocious.
Oh, well.
And then you go into the attraction, and you interact with computer screens that give you a quest. And then you are roaming all over looking for whatever items are on your quest. It's basically a live adventure video game.
Yeah, and you find these items and you collect them, and then you can go back to the screen whenever you want to and check up on your status and how much time you have left and how many items you've collected.
Right. I completed almost four tasks. 4 quests.
Yeah, well, I didn't do quite so well. I had a little hang up. There was one thing that I had a really hard time finding, and that really delayed me.
But what I really like too is every time you go to an item, and one time you open it up and it's a treasure chest of gold, and you can go back to the same item and it may have a clue in you that's part of your other quest that you're on. Lots of fun, oodles of fun. Go.
We were even playing with our wands in the lobby before.
Yes.
We went inside.
And discovered they actually can cast spells there too.
They activated things in the lobby.
So, lots of fun. And everybody's in costume and very much in character. And yeah, go. Magic Quest. That's where we got to fight the dragon, by the way. That's what we were going to tell you about the dragon.
There was a dragon that we got to cast spells on. Hey, did you know you can hear Activated Stories while on the go with Stitcher Smart Radio?
Stitcher is a free news and talk mobile app available for your smartphone. Downloading is quick and easy. Then, during registration, hit the promo code box and enter Storytellers to get automatically entered to win $100.
Whoa! You'll get access to lots of other amazing shows too, always available to you on demand, no syncing. It's Stitcher Smart Radio.
And don't forget to enter the promo code Storytellers when you register. We have a dragon story for you this time. I hope you like dragon stories because this one has 4 of them in it. The story is called The Four Dragons, a story from China. Once upon a time, there were no rivers and no lakes on Earth, but only the Eastern Sea, in which lived 4 dragons. The long dragon. That's me. The yellow dragon.
That's me.
The black dragon.
That's me.
And the pearl dragon. Yes, present! One day, the 4 dragons flew from the sea into the sky. They soared and dived, playing at hide and seek in the clouds. Hey guys, come over here. here and check it out.
What is it? What you see there, huh?
Well, what's going on?
Those people down there are burning incense and putting out fruit and cakes.
They seem to be praying. They must be having trouble. I bet they've been praying for rain. The earth has been dry for a long time.
The people will die if it doesn't rain soon.
Let's go to the heavenly palace of the Jade Emperor and ask if he'll send rain down to the people. So they flew to the heavenly palace. You can do that if you happen to be a dragon. They went to see the Jade Emperor, who ruled over the heavens and earth. They found him hurling thunderbolts at clouds.
Greetings, sire. What is this? A parade or something, all these dragons? You guys should be in the sea dragoning, or whatever dragons do.
Sire, we've come to ask you to send rain down to earth. The people are very thirsty, and the crops are drying up from the lack of water.
Oh, that happens sometimes, doesn't it?
But sire, shouldn't you help them?
Well, maybe, but I'm having such a good time right now. Ha! Scored another one! Tell you what, I'll send some rain down there tomorrow. Yeah, that's it. Or something like that. Well, thank you, sire. I guess they can wait one more day.
So the dragons went back down to earth and did whatever dragons do when they're not doing what dragons don't. But the next day, as they were out and about again...
Look, fellas, the land is still very parched, and the crops are still drying and dying.
I thought the Jade Emperor was going to send rain.
I guess he forgot. He must have been too busy emperoring.
I guess we need to go pay him another visit. I was afraid you'd say that.
So they went back up to see the Jade Emperor.
You guys again, huh? I thought you'd gone off to devour a few knights in shining armor or something.
A few what? I'm not quite sure what they are, but they sound kind of crunchy and tasty.
Never mind. Why are you here, interrupting my boredom?
Well, sire, there is still no rain. The crops are still drying, and the people are still crying, and the whole world is dying. We thought you were going to send some rain today.
Oh, that. Well, I was going to, but, well, you see, the rainbow has just been repainted, and it still won't be dry for a couple of days. We'll try for Tuesday, maybe. But, sire, the people on Earth may be all dead by then. Well, if that happens, we'll just have to start all over. Maybe I can make the rabbits evolve into something else. Look, I can't help humans out every time they get into trouble. You ever hear the story of Hercules and the wagon stuck in the mud?
Hercule who?
Never mind. I guess that's a little after your time. The point is, I can't help humans out every time they have a problem. They'll never learn to be strong and independent that way.
But sire, this time they really need help.
Then they'll have to find it on their own. Now fly along and be good dragons, whatever that means. But sire, Amscray, before I lose my cool.
So the dragons flew back down to earth, and they saw that the people were still very miserable indeed.
Water, please give us some water.
Please give us some water, please.
We must do something for the people. If the Jade Emperor of the Sky won't send water, we'll have to do it ourselves.
How can we do that?
How? You have a big mouth.
You're a fine one to talk.
That's what I mean. We all have big mouths. So we can each carry a lot of water from the sea. And if we fly up into the sky, we can drop it on the land. It will be just like rain. Except rain doesn't have dragon spit in it.
Yeah, I guess we could do that. But it'll take a lot of trips to the sea to haul that much water.
So what else are we gonna do all day? Sit around playing Dungeons and Humans or something? Come on, let's roll.
So the dragons swooped down to the sea and scooped up big mouthfuls of water. Then they swooped over the land and dropped the water. And the people were very happy.
Rain was saved! Woohoo!
Woohoo!
We might even be in for a typhoon. Those are the fastest clouds I've ever seen.
Again and again, the dragons dumped water on the land until they knew the crops would be saved and the people would survive.
But boy, my tonsils are soaked. It's going to take me a month to get the flames relit.
But when the Jade Emperor heard about this, he was very displeased. So he summoned his imperial guards.
Guards, I want you to arrest those 4 dragons.
Arrest them? But sire, I don't think we have any handcuffs to fit their claws.
Whatever it takes, bring them back here.
Yes, sire. Right away, sire.
So the guards arrested the 4 dragons and brought them back to the Jade Emperor's palace.
So, dragons, you have defied my orders. You shall pay dearly for that. But we didn't mean any harm, sire. We just... Silence! I had a plan about how things were going to work on Earth, and you ruined my plans. But we only did it to save the people. I'm sure that if we were an endangered species, they'd do the same for us. Well, you've interfered in my plans for the last time. I'm going to have you separated, and each of you will be buried under a mountain.
Don't bet on it. We'll be back.
We'll see about that. Take them away.
So they buried the dragons under mountains. But you can't keep a good dragon down, not even with the mountain. The dragons strained and heaved until they broke through the rock and soil, and in breaking free, they were all turned into mighty rivers. Now they are called the Yellow River, the Black Dragon River, the Long River, and the Pearl River. And they flow through China to make certain the people never again run out of water.
And that's the story of the 4 dragons from China.
I like that story because I like dragons.
Yeah, now, we didn't try to pronounce the names as they're pronounced in Chinese, but the Long River in Chinese, Yangtze, I believe it's pronounced.
You are
Yangtze,
trying to...
Yangtze, Yangtze, something like that.
You are now trying to pronounce it.
I don't even want to try the others because...
Because we get a lot of complaints.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll try this. If you speak Chinese, you may get a good laugh out of this. The Hailongjiang, the Black Dragon River.
All right.
The Wanghe,
Yellow River.
The Yellow River.
All right.
And the Yangtze, we said, or Changjiang. It's sometimes called.
And
or the Pearl River. This is the hard one.
Pearl.
Zhujiang.
Zhujiang. It starts with the Z. Z-H-U. Huh. Okay, so there's our very, not correct pronunciation of
and,
the rivers in Chinese.
I think maybe this story may have been inspired because the Black Dragon River is actually, it has, the way it's curved, it actually reminded people of the shape of a dragon.
Huh. Now, is that if they saw it from aerial views? Like
well, maybe
they're
from
up high in a cliff or something?
Maybe from the mountains.
Then it kind of
I don't think they had airplanes back then.
I wouldn't think so.
No, but...
All right. So we also have a dragon in one of the stories that we're doing right now.
Yeah.
It's the story of the 4th question, which is not the same story as the 4 dragons, but the 4th question on his quest to go get the answers to his questions, he encounters a dragon, and it's the Pearl Dragon.
Yeah, well, it's a dragon with a pearl.
What's good dragon? To me, that's the Pearl Dragon.
Could be,
right?
Could be, yeah.
Aren't they the same?
But we chose this story because Chinese New Year is coming up. It is the 23rd of January.
23rd of January.
And the date really varies a lot. It varies by as much as a month or so because they use a different type of traditional calendar.
So do you know what year we're going into?
This is the year of the dragon. That's why we...
It's the year of the dragon,
That's why we picked this story. Yes,
oh, that's
yes.
perfect.
Yes,
okay.
the year of the dragon. And in case you're not familiar with it, the Chinese zodiac has a different animal for each year, not for each month.
Right.
So the years rotate every 12 years.
Oh, this should be a good one with the year of the dragon. I think it sounds lucky. I remember when we lived in San Francisco, we had Chinese friends, and it's a tradition for the elders to give kids a red envelope, a sign of good luck, and it usually has money in it. And Zephyr, our son, he received a red envelope when we were living in San Francisco. It was years ago because we haven't lived in one place for 19 years now, but I think he was about maybe a year and a half old, given a red envelope.
I don't remember that.
It was from our sign language teacher.
Oh, from Jane?
From Jane.
From Jane?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she taught sign language. She's and she's from China, so
yes, I remember her. And okay, there's a reason that they use red. They use a lot of red.
What's that reason?
Because there's an old story. There's an old legend.
Ooh.
that a long, long time ago, there was some kind of beast, some kind of deadly beast. It wasn't a dragon. It was called here I am trying to pronounce Chinese again, Nyan.
Okay.
And it would come around, devour animals, sometimes devour kids.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
And so it was red? Well, why?
No, it wasn't red.
What's the red then?
The red was, okay, the reason the red came about is they would try to scare it away with different things. They would also leave food out for it. And there's a legend that once it came around and it saw a child who was dressed in red and it ran away. And so they decided, they thought, oh, good, it's scared of red. So then they started putting red out everywhere.
Huh. Well, maybe we could do that story in a future podcast.
Yeah, maybe. I just told it, I think.
Well, we could activate it, though. We haven't activated it.
And they also use lions
Yes.
to scare away the deadly beast. And so because of that now, on Chinese New Year's, they have lion dancing, which is sometimes confused with dragon dancing, but they're different.
Okay. Are the dragons usually good? I mean, we kind of think of, dragons eating the knights as bad.
From what I've seen of Chinese folklore, they seem to be mostly good dragons.
Good dragons.
Yeah.
So nothing to be afraid of.
No.
Okay.
But lion dancing is more associated with New Year's celebrations, and the lion dance is done with two people in the costume. And the dragon dance can be done by several people.
Okay. All right. Well, that's about as much as we know from Chinese traditions and Chinese New Year.
And if you know any more about it, feel free to tell us.
We'd be happy to hear what
if we said anything wrong, feel free to tell us.
You can call us at 800-429-6576 and leave us a message and let us know what you know about Chinese folklore.
Yes, feel free to pronounce these words for us.
Thank you very much for listening.
And we'll see you next. And Gung Hei Fat Choi.
Gung Hei Fat Choi.
Or something like that.
Or happy Chinese New Year.
Yes.
Activated Story Theater is committed to bringing fun, educational shows to schools and libraries nationwide. On stage, we use physical comedy, American Sign Language, imaginative props, and a giant, oversized book to bring multicultural folktales to life. For booking information, check out our website, activatedstorytheater.com, where you can also find out when the activated actors will be performing near you, read a story, or order one of our audio CDs. You can subscribe to this podcast on iTunes or listen on Stitcher. We look forward to your comments and folktale suggestions. Stay activated. Until next time.
Clutching the envelope tightly, I stepped onto the ladder at the bottom of the treehouse. Something caught my eye above me and I looked up. Light! It looked as if there were a firework display going on inside the treehouse. Crackling and snapping and whizzing sounds spun around above my head. Light shot out in sparks, dancing to the popping of noise. And then I looked up and saw... To find out what happens next, read Philippa Fisher's Fairy Godsister by Liz Kessler. Explore new worlds and check out more cool books at your local library. And visit read.gov, brought to you by the Library of Congress and the Ad Council.